Buying a dream ranch is something many fantasize about, but not everyone expects to fight for it right after moving in. When I purchased my peaceful little 12-acre slice of heaven, I didn't know that a war with the local HOA president, Karen and Pearls, was waiting at my gate. Let me walk you through what happened, because this isn't just a story. It's a real account of how one woman tried to take everything I had, and how I made sure justice had the final word. I left city life after 20 years of honking horns, buzzing lights, and packed apartments. I wanted peace. I needed air, space, and the grounding silence of country life. That's why I bought a 12-acre ranch just outside of Crescent Valley Trails. Though surrounded by HOA-run properties, my land was zoned separately. I didn't belong to the HOA, legally or otherwise. The ranch had everything I wanted: a modest house, 2 barns, a chicken coop, and the kind of quiet you feel in your bones. 3 days after I moved in, the peace cracked. She walked right up my driveway, heels on gravel, clipboard in hand, blazer like she was about to host a board meeting. That was Barbara Ellen Witherspoon, or as the locals called her, HOA Karen, president of the Crescent Valley HOA for 8 years. Wore pearls to mow her lawn. Drove a white BMW with a bumper sticker that read, "Community above all." She marched straight to my front porch and said, "This land is supposed to be available for Crescent Valley expansion. You're not part of this neighborhood." I replied, "Ma'am, I own this land. The title's clear. Deed's right here." She glared at me like I was trespassing on her soul. "You don't belong here." I turned and walked away, but she didn't leave. Not really. A week later, I got a letter in the mail. HOA letterhead. Notice of occupation violation. Unauthorized. Resident on prospective expansion zone. Vacate within 30 days or face community-level enforcement actions. I laughed so hard I nearly choked on my coffee. I didn't even live inside the HOA jurisdiction. But then, things got serious. 2 days later, she came back with her son Dylan. Scruffy guy in flip-flops and cargo shorts. Looking like he just woke up from a decade-long nap. Karen beamed. "This is Dylan. He's starting a horse therapy program. This ranch would be perfect for him." "That's great," I said, "but it's not for sale." "He has a vision," she insisted. "You could always move somewhere smaller. It's not about what you want. It's about what the community needs." She actually said that. I closed the gate in her face. She shook it like a lunatic and shouted, "I'm giving you a chance to leave before this becomes legal." I thought that was the end of it. It wasn't. 2 mornings later, I'm feeding my horses when a sheriff's cruiser rolls up. The deputy steps out and says, "Sir, we received a 911 call about a trespasser refusing to leave private land." I pointed at the large wooden sign on my gate. Private land. My land. Karen had called 911, claiming I was squatting on HOA-controlled property, had threatened her son, and was damaging the land with animals. I showed the deputy the deed, property line map, and most importantly, security. Cam footage of Karen and Dylan trespassing on my land. He watched. He nodded. He said, "Yeah, this is going to go badly for her." I filed a formal harassment complaint. My lawyer sent a cease and desist letter. I filed a report with the county land office outlining her false claims. Then I uploaded the security footage. Karen yelling, "You need to get out before we make you," to the local Crescent Valley Facebook group. The internet did the rest. People were livid. One neighbor posted, "I live in Crescent Valley. This is disgusting. Her son's been starting a business for 10 years. Another added, "Karen tried to take my driveway once because her roses didn't get enough sun." This tracks. The HOA called an emergency meeting. Karen tried to backpedal. "I just wanted to explore potential community use of the land," she stammered. But the sheriff's report, the 911 transcript, the harassment complaint, the viral video, and testimony from 4 neighbors who heard her bragging about reclaiming our ranch told the real story. She was removed as HOA president 2 weeks later. The county fined her for abusing emergency services. She was forced to publicly apologize or face a lawsuit. She chose the apology. Her letter was printed in the Crescent Valley newsletter. "We regret the misunderstanding and acknowledge the property owner's full legal rights to remain on his land." You don't say. Where do things stand now? Dylan? Gone. Never seen him again. Karen? She won't even look me in the eye when she drives by. Me? I added a new sign beneath my mailbox. Private property. No HOA zone. Karen, keep out. Final thoughts? Entitlement isn't about need. It's about perceived ownership. Some people believe their connections, their families, or their delusions entitle them to what's not theirs. They think if they yell loud enough, they can twist the truth and walk off with your land, your peace, your freedom. But here's the truth. When someone thinks they deserve your land more than you do, let them dream. Because in the morning, the deed still has your name on it, and all they'll have left is a nightmare they created.